Yeah, there we go. Does coming out of the closet have the same significance
Here it
in
is.
present day 2016? This
Here
is
it
There we go.
Oh no.
Sweet. All right.
Let's let 4 males tell
Tell
you.
you. Oh my gosh.
Here's my question. Here's my problem.
Oh
my God!
What's
What's up, Kyrika? Glad to have you back.
straight, guys? Sorry.
And also, you said 4 males. What if I was trans, dude? Transphobe,
You gotta.
racist.
Yeah.
You're
You
all
gotta-
a problem. You're all problematic.
You have to
Congratulations.
be considerate of everyone.
Oh my God,
My
guys.
goodness.
Go for it.
So remember, once again, with all these questions, we're doing it from our perspective of where we're coming from, so we can't.
These are opinions.
These are opinions, not what we. Yeah, opinions.
But if you
phoned dudes
disagree
before.
with us, you're wrong.
I can say it.
Cool.
I'm gonna say yes.
You're gonna say
because
yes?
I feel like it
Okay.
does. It still has the same
I don't know why I
significance.
said
Has the same significance? Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
Wait,
okay.
can I see the question real quick?
Yeah, for sure. Go for it.
Maybe you just read it wrong.
I feel like
I
it
definitely
is
could.
still
Does
significant.
coming out of the closet have the same significance in present day 2016? This is an oddly worded sentence because it doesn't have
It
an
doesn't have
as.
a preface.
But whatever.
I'm gonna say that it's 100% still significant because
Let's say 60 years ago is when it was.
Sure.
probably it's probably like
Okay.
I don't remember the name of the bar.
Are you talking about the Stonewall riots?
There we go.
It wasn't, but keep
It
going.
wasn't a bar.
No, it wasn't a bar.
Oh,
That's
it
not-
wasn't 60 years ago.
It wasn't 60 years ago.
It's
It wasn't
still
a lot of things.
significant because I feel like 100%. There are a lot of people who still struggle with it, especially people who come from various religious backgrounds, Catholic.
Tim has problems coming out of the closet
Yeah.
because he's Catholic.
Yeah.
I'm Catholic.
That's me.
And the other religions, I don't want.
You say you're Catholic too and use me as the
And I feel like it's important to maybe take that step, because you're admitting it to yourself, you're admitting it to all your friends and family, and you're basically saying this is what I am, this is who I am. I don't care what other people think, and then it opens up, I would say, the door to gain support if you need it also.
Okay.
Alright.
Is it as important?
That's certainly.
It was way more important.
Definitely an opinion.
As a straight guy, I can't really speak for anyone who is coming to the closet, has come to the closet, or is. I don't even like the term the closet because you're just. That's like such a terrible way to term it. Like, how do you feel? Think about a person who has thinking about that. Like, I'm in the closet. Like, how does that feel? Words.
I feel like if you say I'm in the closet, that kind of means you're not in the closet.
If you say it.
Yeah, if
I
you're
guess
like,
so,
I'm
yeah.
in the closet.
Have you seen a South
Yeah, I
Park
think
episode
you-
where like R. Kelly now in the
Yes,
closet?
yes. References.
I think it's really cool because the world is changing like at a massive pace right now, and so there's a lot of ideas and thoughts that are like moving, shifting. You have a lot of old mentality that's also still very present, as you can see in different situations in life right now. But I think same significance. I think as always you gotta do what works best for you and like find the support group that you need. If it's not family, if it's not like find someone. There's always people out there regardless what it is, and then that's the significance. Like the game's still the same in life. You still gotta be able to break stuff off tables.
That was a great opinion until you ruined it with that.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
on such a roll.
I wasn't sure. Should I do it again? Should I do it again?
Yeah, start over from the beginning.
So I think like at the same pace, it's significant today that you still have to play the game like of life, right? Whether it's your sexuality, whether it's who you are as a person, family, friends, whoever it's gonna be, they're always gonna say whatever they're gonna say. You have to live your life on your terms, and then find your tribe, find the people who are gonna be like, hey, like the tribe right here, where like we can just joke about practically anything and like be happy. Cold Quest. And then that's how you win, regardless of, and then you still get to like love people even though they sometimes don't make sense, because they think that certain things are wrong or not.
Right.
That's my thoughts.
Great.
Yeah.
I guess it's my thoughts
Do
now.
you want to
Yeah,
share?
If you wanna
I
share.
guess I'll go. No, I think
You can talk about the Catholic days, whatever you
Oh,
want.
great.
Yeah.
Whatever feels comfortable to you.
it's 2016. You live in like a very like New York is a very liberal place to live.
What?
And I'm just like, no, it's like it blows my mind. Like I went to Catholic school in New York, and there's still people who are like super anti-gay, And I'm like,
Right.
what? That's not cool.
Yeah.
Why do you hate people for no reason? You know?
Tim
And
Frenzel, ultimate ally.
yeah, that's me. Friend of everybody. No, I was thinking while you guys were talking, I was like, oh no, it's got to be slightly less significant because I would think that we would evolve as a people where it's like, oh yeah, that's totally
Yeah.
okay. I mean, there's definitely places where it's a lot rougher
Yeah, for sure.
to come out of the closet, especially when you have like a super religious family
For sure.
who is super not into that.
You look like you're like traveling back in time right now. I'm like feeling for you right now.
No,
That's why I'm an atheist.
like there's a lot of, you know, parents and communities and you know, groups of people who are like totally open and okay and, you know, super incredibly supportive, and then there are people that aren't. And I'd like to think that as a society we have increased the amount of people that are accepting compared to the amount of people that are
Or not.
yeah, we're like kind of
We
shifting
have.
that.
We're not there yet, but we have.
Yeah, so I come from New Hampshire, so I come from like a weird part of New Hampshire too. I live right in like the woods next to a university town.
His dad is a lumberjack.
So I live like where super liberal allies meet wild bands of fag draggers, and it's just a great time in my life. But I think what? Because I said fag.
Fag dragger. I was
What?
like, wow.
So, like, are we not allowed to say that?
I didn't know that was a thing.
What? You've never heard that before? Fag
I've
dragging?
never heard of that before.
You should come to New Hampshire sometime. So I think that coming out is definitely a choice and definitely a powerful, important decision to make. But I think that it's really a problem, or rather it's a symptom of a problem in society that people feel the need to announce their sexuality in any way. I feel like that sort of shows that there is a perceived abnormality to this inherent quality of theirs. I'm just highly critical of the perception of sexuality in general, but that is especially something that has always bothered me, is that we feel the need to encourage queer people to like essentially be like, hey, I'm this, everybody please accept me. And I feel like you shouldn't ever feel like you need to ask for acceptance from anybody
To
or
be you.
or explain something about you. I feel like you should just be allowed to live your life, never really be asked about it, never really talk about it if you don't want to. But instead we kind of push people towards this very weird and frankly archaic practice because our society is structured in a way that doesn't really allow people to just be themselves in peace. Like they need to give into this sort of confessional culture. And so I think that's pretty harmful. And so I think that we should change our society not to be more accepting of people coming out of the closet, but to be more accepting of people in general and do away with the coming out of the closet ritual. Because that's my stance.
Do you feel like there's anything that needs to be said about anybody? Like, not just sexuality. I'm saying, like, do you think everyone should be like, no, I need to not answer any questions?
No,
about
I'm not
anything
saying that you should never answer any questions. I just think that, like, you shouldn't feel a compulsory need to be like, I am this.
Gotcha.
Like, you should...
You should
like,
be able to be it without feeling the need.
like there shouldn't...
I'm not trying to attack you.
No, I totally get that, because I was realizing
no.
as I was saying this,
I was
like,
thinking the same thing.
this could be
I was
misconstrued.
wondering-
I just think that, like, you should be, exactly, like, be it without having to announce it, whereas announcing it creates sort of a practice of, like, it's almost like a discourse of, like, I am gay, what is your rebuttal to my gayness, almost, is what I've always kind of likened it to. And, like, you just shouldn't have to engage in that discussion, you know?
Yeah.
Because, I don't know.
Because they shouldn't have an opinion?
They shouldn't have an opinion.
Yeah.
Honestly, they shouldn't...
You shouldn't have a negative opinion, really.
You shouldn't have a negative opinion, but, like, I feel like even the reason why I did allies earlier when I said that, like, liberal allies in New Hampshire is because so many people view gay people as, like, these... inherently as these victimized, oppressed individuals, and they are, don't get me wrong. But
They're more than that.
They're defining the quality of their being by the fact that their sexuality is something that is persecuted. And I think that's a very dangerous idea, to put somebody on a pedestal because of their persecution. where like. So I don't think that you should necessarily have a positive opinion on someone's sexuality. Someone's sexuality is their own business. You shouldn't really concern yourself with it, you know?
Yeah.
It should just be a thing.
Yeah.
You know? One day we'll get there.
Maybe, who knows?
Let's just never talk about sex ever.
Yes. I'm totally
Let's
down
talk
for
about
that.
sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me.
Anyway,